Right, I'm going to show you a little trick when you're beading, when you're sticking your beads on. So let me show you. Conservatory. This is the scenario, right? I've just boarded this morning. The adhesive is still wet. So when I'm trying to nail beads on, you know, potentially the boards can move around because the adhesive's still wet and you can't get a solid fixing with your clamp nails. So that can be a bit of a pain in the bum. Now, when you're trying to stick beads on, if you can't get a nail in, you're a bit snookered, aren't you? So there's a few things, a few different ways you can do. You can staple them on. Some people complain because the staples could potentially rust. I don't personally have a stapler, so I can't staple them on. So then I've got two other options. You can bed them on. So you come along to your corners like this, and you blob a bit of finish on the corners or adhesive, and then you bed your beads into them. That's fine. But see this edge of the plasterboard here? That is going to dry the moisture out. So I've seen it loads of times. You're trying to put your plaster on to stick your bead in, and it sort of dries out before you can stick your bead in properly, you know. And that can cause you a bit of a headache as well. The adhesive sticks it on quite easy, but then you've got to sort of, you're back to square one where you can't really skim over it straight away. What I'm trying to do is I want to get this skim this afternoon. I plasterboarded it this morning and I want to sort of skim it this afternoon so the job's done and I can get paid, you know. So you can't nail the beads on because the adhesive's wet. I don't really want to bed them on because it's a pain in the bum when you're doing that on plasterboard, especially if you've got a cut edge. So here's another little option for you. I'm going to set you here. Hopefully you can see that. It's not the easiest thing trying to film yourself. So I've got my bead cut ready. Hold it in place. And then I've got a bit of scrim cut. And I've just put it down the wing of the bead. I'll show you this close up now. And you're just going to sort of stick your bead on with a bit of scrim on both sides to hold it still. And there you go. If you look at that now, I've only scrimmed on the wing. I haven't let the scrim come over here because then it's going to be in the way when you're skimming. You know, it's going to show through. So that's nicely stuck on now. Now, if you hit it hard, if you belt that with your trowel, it will pop off. It's not ideal, but it works. So, you know, there's loads of different ways of doing things with plastering. That's a handy little technique to have if you're trying to get a job in and done straight away and you don't want to wait for the adhesive to set. Scrim your beads on. Whilst I've got you another little trick as well. You scrim, this time of year, it's December now, this time of year, your scrim seems to lose its stickiness. When you're trying to put your scrims on, they start falling off and stuff. If you put your scrim in the morning, put it in the front of your van, put it on your heater and warm it up, it sticks. The cold is what's making your glue sort of not work properly on your self-adhesive scrim, so put it on the heaters in the van on the way to work in the morning, be a lot stickier. Right, hope that helps you out. Another little way to skin the cat for you.